Welcome to the City of Florissant podcast, your go-to source for news, events, and stories from our beautiful community.
Hi, I'm Mayor Tim Lowery, and welcome to another edition of the Mayor's Podcast Show. Today we're going to have a conversation about the 2025 Valley of Flowers, and really excited about a lot of changes that are happening this year. So with me today is Laurie Lowery, my wife. She's with the Valley of Flowers Committee. Brian Paladin with our Performing Arts Studio Center. And Jeff Grenard, he's with the Knights of Columbus. So actually what I'd like to do for you guys first is kind of talk about your individual roles and your organization's roles in the Valley of Flowers. Laurie, if you want to go first.
Yes, I'm Laurie Lowery. I'm the chair of the Valley of Flowers. We are a committee of 11 volunteers now, and we put together the Valley of Flowers each year, and our hopes to have a queen and a court that we crown on Sundays, and our monies in that go towards our queen and court scholarships and the activities in that we have for them. So we've been, Valley of Flowers started in 1963, and we each year have had an event as well as the parade, and then again, we're involved in many things in the community that the girls represent the city of Florissant in.
Very good. Well, Brian, you're kind of the big representative from the city as far as a lot of the activities and things like that go. So you want to kind of tell us what we can expect this year?
Yeah. So as always, we try to provide a bunch of family-friendly entertainment. We've got music running Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we've got bands like Soul Reunion, Chaz 45, Bubble Buzz, Kinetic Tapestry, RW Magic, all of our classics. Decades Apart, Polly in the Pocket, Make 11 on Saturday, and one of my favorites, Groove Liner, on Sunday. So we provide music and entertainment all weekend long. We've got innovative things happening like an esports tournament coming up, but from the city side, our staff always provides a number of different things of entertainment, but also are there to help run the facility or run the festival alongside of Valley Flowers and the Knights for the whole weekend. So, very
good. And Jeff, you want to talk about the Knights role?
Yeah, my name's Jeff Grenard. I'm the Deputy Grand Knight for the Duchesne Knights of Columbus Council. We've been, actually this year we are celebrating our 80th year of being a council. Not all of that was here in Florissant, but a large majority of that of those 80 years has been here in Florissant. We support a lot of local charities here within Florissant, the Village of the Blue Rose, and other charities that for special needs. We do a lot of work with them, as well as supporting our local parishes, Sacred Heart and St. Ferdinand here in Florissant. And for the Valley of Flowers, I don't know the exact year off the top of my head of how long we've been doing it, but as long as I've been around, I remember that it's always been, the carnival and festival has always been down there at the Knights Columbus grounds. And yeah, we're happy to be there and give this to the community. So
very good. First of all, what are the dates this year?
It is May 2nd through May 4th. Again, it's always the first full weekend in May, so that must always include a Friday, so it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday on the Knights grounds, Duchesne Home Association grounds, it will be from 4 to 9. On Saturday, it will be from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday it'll be from noon to 7 p.m. And that will also include vendors, crafters, and things like that are also going to be on the Knights grounds as well.
You talked about the Knights of Columbus grounds, or the Duchesne Home Association. So what the big change this year is that we're not going to have anything at the Egan Center, and everything that the Valley of Flowers Committee and the city has done is all getting moved to the Knights of Columbus grounds this year.
Correct.
So there'll be no activities at the Egan Center this year?
No, not this year. So we have decided to collaborate and work together fully with the Knights and the city of Florissant. We've always had a partnership throughout the years, and the Valley of Flowers Committee and that has always had their things up at the J.J. Egan Center, and the Knights have always had their entertainment and everything down on the Duchesne Home Association grounds, and the city has always helped us out with the Egan Center. So this year we are combining everything in a joint effort to bring the best that we can to the community for people in the surrounding area, for many things to do. Again, vendors, crafters, activities, food, music, as I've noted. I believe I know we'll also have the car show on St. Francis Street, as always, by Old Town Partners. And the Grand Parade will always be, as it was on Sunday. It'll start from the James J. Egan Center and step off at 1:45. And we'll have our crowning, as always, at 4 o'clock at the Duchesne Home Association grounds.
Very good. So, Jeff, what are the changes going to be at the Duchesne Home Association grounds?
Well, the most noticeable change will be the lack of carnival rides. So we've made the decision to kind of change the way or the atmosphere that we're going to be putting on for the festival this year. We're moving much more towards a family-oriented or family-friendly event. And one of the big things with that was that was moving away from the carnival rides. We are going to have some inflatables, so we'll have bounce houses and we'll have different things to do that are geared more towards the families and that type of stuff. So I mean, there's going to be a lot of changes, but there are going to be the familiar things that are, we say, the best parts of of what we've had from the festival from the past years. We're keeping those, but there will be a lot of noticeable changes.
Very good.
So we'll also have the ponies and petting zoo in that, and then also the very famous Touch a Truck will also be there on Saturday.
What time is that going to be?
Saturday, it will be, I believe, all day this
so
year.
we're normally at the Egan Center, we would have run the Touch a Truck for just a few hours, but because we have the availability over the Deschutes Home Association grounds to run a little bit longer event, Touch a Truck is going to be running all day Saturday, and Sarah Skaggs in our Parks Department is working hard to put together what's hopefully going to be the best Touch a Truck event we've been able to put on in all these years.
That really is a big thing that the kids really love, climbing up and down on those trucks, and it really does bring the families out.
Only the children want to get to see a fire truck and sit in it, because that would be appropriate. Otherwise, it would just be weird if a grown man wanted to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'm not talking about myself.
Yeah. So, Brian, okay, so you talked about a lot of the concerts, the bands, and things like that. Kind of put this all together. I mean, where's it going to be logistically? Maybe, Jeff, you can answer a little bit of that too, on the grounds, and how is this all going to be laid out?
Yeah, so I think we're working together with the Knights as best we can, and certainly Valley of Flowers. We're looking for as fluid of a movement through the Deschutes Home Association grounds. So when you enter the property, as you would enter going to the shrine there, that's really where the event's going to start, at least on those grounds. So you're going to see Touch a Truck there. You're going to see the sports event. You're going to see a lot of the stuff that the Knights are providing. And as you kind of make your way down the causeway up through there, you're going to see a lot of the vendors and the pony rides. Everything's going to be a little bit more fluid from a visitor standpoint than what we might have been able to do at the Egan Center. So I know myself and my staff are super excited about being able to do this at a property that's a little bit more geared to make it a little easier for families to get in and out. And certainly parking's going to be significantly a lot better than what we've had in the past. So again, to kind of what Jeff was saying and what Laurie said, trying to do as much family-friendly entertainment as we can and make it as accessible to everybody to come and enjoy it. It's just going to be one great thing from the second you hit the property to when you leave.
Yeah, it sounds exciting. It sounds like something that all the families will enjoy. Yeah. Jeff, did you want to add on to that?
I mean, I know that we're laid out very nicely. We'll have we're going to keep the same entrance. So you're going to be coming in off of St. Francis, and then off of Washington will be an exit only, similar to how we've done that in the past. So basically you'll flow through, and then like he's saying, as we walk down the midway, you'll have a lot of different things available. So, we'll have our food normally underneath the big pavilion where it's always there. We're also running a Knights of Columbus casino where we'll have Chuck-a-Luck in left, right, center, and all of that. That's going to be underneath our small pavilion. And then, the bounce houses will be spread out throughout basically throughout the area. The infamous beer garden is going to be turned into, that's where we're planning on parking the stage to do the concerts. So it will be, hopefully, no rain. But it is a rocked area. So if we do get some water or some inclement weather, it's going to be dry. We're not going to be in muddy fields or anything like that. So we really think that we've put a lot of time into the layout and making sure that we're able to accommodate all the different events that we have going on. And we do have quite a few different events. We're going to be running 2 stages, so we're going to have a stage set up which we normally do the Queen crowning on up at the big pavilion. That's going to be up the entire weekend. And then we're going to be bringing in a couple of cooking demonstrations and some other things. So we really are trying to find something or have something for everybody and for people of all ages. So.
And by the time the event comes out, we'll have maps. So we'll have overheads. We'll have something out that we'll be able to publish, and it'll be on the websites and Facebook page. So everybody's going to know well before they get there, where they have options in that for things to go. And just reminding people, you can always park at St. Ferdinand and walk walk through. The sidewalk goes by Ruiz. It comes underneath the bridge. Always a great place to park and be able to have access to get to where you need to go. So just for another area to stop.
Very good. So, Brian, the esports events you're going to have, you want to talk about that a little bit? That seems pretty exciting.
Yeah, so this is really starting to build a lot of steam behind it. We were looking for a way to kind of focus on Fusion 314, the city's esports facility, and Evan Hendricks and his team over there have just done an outstanding job of getting some excitement built behind this. So originally what was going to be a 32-person bracket tournament style is turning into a 100-person bracket tournament style that's going to run all day Saturday. So if you're unfamiliar with esports or what Fusion 314 does, Saturday of Valley of Flowers is going to be an excellent opportunity to get a chance to see what they're all about and what esports is all about. So it's going to be a great competition. There are prize packages to be won, and I believe they still have some entrance spots available. So
is there a fee to get into that?
I believe it's $15 to get into, but that goes towards the overall prize package. And like I said, it's just building a lot of steam. We're going to have a 12x7 video wall out there so people can view the competitions that are going on, and we'll have announcers and commentators and everything. So it's building into a pretty sizable event that we're pretty excited to present to the public. So.
So over, it's going to be 100 people are going to actually participate.
100 people in the competition bracket. So it's going to be a Smash Brothers tournament that's running that day. So if you're old like me and you know who Mario is, it'll be familiar with you. But it's going to be a pretty exciting event to run all day.
So, Laurie, I know that every year we have a theme for the Valley of Flowers. What is the theme this year?
So this year our theme is Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? And we are honoring the late Mary Gettemeyer, who was one of our board members for a really long time. And we wanted this weekend to be about her and the city as well. But we felt that was fitting since Mary was the owner of the flower pot that was off of Florissant Road. And so this year we're celebrating her and her family. Her family is the parade marshal this year. And we will also be doing a plaque dedication for Mary on May 3rd at the Valley of Flowers house there at Rue St. Charles and St. Francis Street. And that'll be at 10:30 on the 3rd. So anything you can imagine, any kind of garden, any type of flowers, anything that is full of sunshine would be representative of Mary. So thank you.
Very good. So Laurie and Jeff both. So if somebody wants to sign up to be a vendor, how do they do that? Where do they go? I mean, how do you sign up?
So our website, florissantvalleyofflowers.com, or you can reach out to Audrey, who is the coordinator for the Valley of Flowers, and that is 314-837-0033. All the information is on the website, and you can be a crafter, a vendor, you can have information booth, you can have a food booth, and all of that information is there. There's an application for our candidates, which just closed out this past weekend, so we'll be bringing them out in April at their candidate dinner. And then we also have Pretty Baby. Pretty Baby contest is still going on. So it's, I believe, $5 or $7. My apologies for that price on that, but it's on there. You just drop off your picture and your monies, and you can also bring it that Friday. And that is awarded on Sunday during the crowning as well.
Okay. Jeff, if we need to get a hold of the Knights of Columbus, how do we do that?
The easiest way to get a hold of us is either through our website of KOFC2951.org. That, or you can email me directly. It's Jeff Grenard at KFC2951.org. And yeah, we're happy to answer any questions, or if people have ideas, we'd love to hear them. And yeah, so.
The same way here. Yep.
I do have one new thing that we do have. I almost forgot about. We have, it's called a pop-up skate park. And so we just secured that vendor today, and they will bring in skates and safety equipment and things along those lines. And we have a sponsor for that as well. So we're lucky to be able to save the money on that and put it towards the girls. But it'll be all weekend. And so we'll have hours in that once we get that information out there. So just something a little bit different. I believe they have quad wheels, meaning straight line and old style, whatever that is, however you grew up roller skating. But I think that'll be a great thing just for families to get out and do something a little active together. And they will have a few skating classes in that as well. And that's all included. So it's no cost to the community to come out.
Very good. I really do think overall this is going to be an exciting weekend. We're bringing everything back onto just basically one piece of property, and I think that we'll have a great crowd, and certainly we'll find places for people to park, because we certainly want people to come out and enjoy it with their families, and because we definitely want to make this family orientated. So I appreciate all the work that you guys have all done on this Valley of Flowers. It's been a very difficult year because there's a lot of change, and change is always difficult, but I think it's going to work out very well, and I'm glad that you guys have been able to work together. Okay, so Laurie, is there anything that you'd like to add about the weekend, or anything else that you'd like to talk about?
Just to remind everybody just to follow us on Facebook, the Valley of Flowers, as well as our website. We'll keep everybody as up to date as we can. We always do on that weekend. We'll have information out there as to what's going on, what food's there, what events are going on, and we'll share that with the Knights. The city will have that information as well. So, just keep your eyes open, and if you know anybody you want to send your way to help us out and get us some additional vendors in that, and say some prayers for us to have a great weekend.
That's the key to the whole weekend.
Exactly.
Ryan?
Yeah, I think we're just really excited to kind of see some newness come into Valley of Flowers here. I know I'm going on my 9th year with it, and I'm super excited to be able to kind of partner with the Knights and see how that's going to go for us this year. Again, all the entertainment we provide is family-friendly entertainment. We're excited to present it to the public, and we love to see everybody out and enjoy the work we put into it. That's why we do all this. So we're certainly excited to do it and keep building and seeing Valley of Flowers grow and become better every year.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jeff.
The only other thing that I think that I don't know that we've mentioned is that we are keeping it with 18 and up. So if you, families are welcome, obviously, but, if you are, a high schooler or something like that, please remember you need to bring your parents with you. We're still keeping that going. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to us, through their website of kofc2951.org. It'll be good.
Thank you guys so much. Once again, the weekend's May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Yes.
And let's come out and have a great time in the city of Florissant. That concludes another edition of the Mayor's Podcast Show. We are Florissant Strong. Thank you.